Hello and welcome. I'm Daniel,
I'm Andrew, and we're brothers, and this is the Daniel and Andrew Show.
where we give our opinions about movies and TV that we've been watching lately. So, Andrew, how you doing today?
I'm good. Just hanging out. There's been a cold front, so I haven't been able to do much. He didn't get no power outages or anything, so.
It's always good to not have a power outage. It's funny you guys have a cold front and Arizona warms up. It was actually the warmest in a while on Christmas. It was like 75 degrees. It was quite nice. So good times over here. Did you have a nice Christmas?
It was good. Just chilled and relaxed and hung out.
Yeah, I worked and then pretty much did the same thing. So it's good times. Just had had a nice little dinner and whatnot. Yeah, kind of a slow time, slow Christmas. Lots of people were hanging out with their families and stuff, so it wasn't very chaotic or anything. But it's kind of nice. It was kind of good to. I felt like it was kind of hectic leading up to Christmas, and then Christmas was just like kind of chill. So that's cool. Yeah, and with being slow this last week, there wasn't a lot of trailers or like movie news that really, got me excited about anything. There was a trailer from about a week ago called 65. Did you see that one?
Yes, I did see it. I don't know. I think it looks kind of generic looking.
Yes, very generic. Man from future comes during the dinosaur time.
Yeah, I don't know. They're like playing it off like the future is meeting the past.
Yep,
And all
literally.
that means is
That's exactly what's happening.
he's using a gun on the dinosaurs.
Like sort of like a laser gun. It's not just like he's not just going
It did
like
not look like a laser gun. It looked like a fancy like future gun that just shot bullets. That's what it looked like.
I'm pretty sure it was like a laser gun. It kind of had lights on it and stuff. I don't I think you're taking umbrage with the prop person. I don't think it's actually
I guess
what it is. Yeah, make sure you let them know you write the props department, the art direction. Tell them
I like dinosaurs. I haven't liked the past couple of Jurassic Worlds. I don't even think I saw the latest one.
I saw it in IMAX. It was pretty fun. They brought the original cast back and everything, but I think it'll be good to see a dinosaur movie that isn't in that world, to have something different happen. And like we saw Prey, and I thought Prey was good because it was like, during that time.
Have dinosaurs in it. What are you talking about?
I know there's no dinosaurs, but it was a predator, so someone from the future coming back in like, early time. So it's kind of interesting. This is kind of the reverse where it's a, future guy against dinosaurs, but I don't know. I think that could be an interesting setup, and I like Adam Driver. I don't think there's anything. I've watched bad movies, but Adam Driver's been good in those movies. I haven't disliked him in anything so far. So
Adam Driver does nothing for me. So
well, he's a good actor. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting, and that's also coming out in March when there's about 80 things coming out at the same time. So who knows? Maybe it'll get buried and no one sees it anyway. So, but I was definitely, it piqued my interest. Did it pique my interest for a long time? No. Did it kind of leave my brain after I watched it immediately? Yeah.
This really
But
comes out in March. This should
yeah,
definitely. If they had released this in January, I probably would have gotten more views.
yeah. I just
and
think
stuff.
people don't want to go up against Avatar.
I mean, January is like end of January. It's probably a good time.
Yeah, probably. We'll see. Who knows? There was a trailer for That 90s Show came out. Got the original cast back minus Hyde. What do you think about that? I think it looks kind of interesting.
I mean, they showed the other people in it from minus the parents. It looks like the others aren't even really in it. They're just gonna like be in like the first episode or something.
Yeah, people are pretty worried about that. People are like, "Oh, they're gonna be in it for like 2 minutes," and I was like, "Well, yeah, probably, because they're probably much more expensive than just getting generic kid number 1 through 5."
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna flop. I don't. Probably get 1 season and maybe 2. Maybe someone will like it. I don't know. These new kids have got to be, as good as the first, and I don't know if it can do that. So
yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It's like, yeah, they kind of get people that are kind of the same. There's like that couple, and then like a kind of stupid one, and with the girl. And
yeah, I don't. Why are they doing the exact same thing? It feels like, but
it's just like kind of Fuller House. They just did the same thing, but they had like the girls had kids and whatever.
At least it was a little different there. This is like they're just have the grandkids, smoking the weed.
Well, that's what they're doing.
Being stupid. I don't know. Just watch reruns of That 70s Show and you'll get the same effect they're going for. So,
yeah. I don't know. I think I've been skeptical since the beginning on this, but what? I can't just immediately like write it off just because whatever, or because there's an original show. Just because there's an original show doesn't mean this is going to be bad.
I'm saying based off what I've seen, it doesn't look like it's going to be good.
Yeah, well, we'll see. They did a That's 80 show, which is just different people completely, didn't connect to the first show, and that show didn't even last a whole season, I think. So who knows? We'll see. Maybe it's a big flop like that. We never know.
I don't think it'll be that bad. I think this season will finish and maybe get a season 2 if it gets an average response, but I don't think it'll make
this show's on Netflix, so they drop it all at once anyway. It's not like
that's true.
Yeah, so but who knows? It could be a horrific bomb. We'll see. But I think it's been proven on Netflix that almost anybody will watch whatever's on the front page of Netflix, things that I would never in a million years watch or I never even heard of get like,
Oh, yeah. What about Blockbuster? They already dropped that.
Was that on?
They made a Blockbuster TV show. Yeah, they've already canceled it. No season
really?
2. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I literally don't even watch Netflix, so I don't know. It's only if there's a show that people tell me to watch, like Cobra Kai or whatever, I'll watch it. But.
Yeah. Well, I guess it didn't get good reception. I have no idea what the numbers are. My wife had asked me if she wanted to watch it a couple times, and I was like, pass on it. And I guess I wasn't the only one.
Yeah, but I think people were like, ooh, that's cold, the place they put out of business. But then they were like, can't wait to watch it though. I think it was just like, yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, it just didn't look very funny to me.
I don't know. I feel like I probably would have enjoyed it, but then again, I'm probably kind of the target audience because I know if during that time I would have wanted to work in a movie rental store for sure. That would have definitely been cool. I remember we used to go to Hollywood Video and get stuff.
I think it's about the last remaining one.
Right.
I think.
I don't know if that one still exists or not or whatever, but
They still have the last Blockbuster or whatever going. That still exists.
Oh, all right. Well, good for them. I hope they stay in business. Anyway, so we are coming to the end of the year here. New Year's is slowly but surely coming. We're almost there. And I thought we could talk about what our most anticipated movies of 2023 are.
Okay. I have to remember stuff that's even coming out that I'm interested in. You go first, I suppose.
All right. Well,
ponder.
First of all, I would say that for sure Guardians 3. That probably is going to be my most anticipated movie of the year just because like Guardians is my favorite. And just that it's going to be the last one, so there might be some good stuff in that. There's lots of movies coming out, but there's a ton of sequels coming out. I mean, like almost every big franchise minus like Jurassic Park doesn't have one coming out, but you got DC movies, you got Marvel movies. There's a sequel to Dune that's coming out. Yeah.
Oh, I know what my most anticipated is.
John Wick
4.
Oh, great. I don't know what's there and to anticipate. You know what's coming. It's going to be just people getting shot and punched.
Donnie Yen, Keanu Reeves holding their jackets up to block bullets. I means great.
Oh yeah, I guess they have like bulletproof jackets.
Yeah, the bulletproof jacket. He'll literally pull up his tiny little jacket to cover his face.
What's stupid is like if they shot him in the arm or something in his bullet, it would still hurt his arm. It's not like
he still gets bruised and stuff. Like when he takes the suit off, his body's all bruised and stuff.
Yeah, if you get shot in the back with a shotgun, you're still getting shot with a shotgun. You're just
he doesn't get shot by a shotgun. It's supposed to. That never happens. He's always taking everyone out pretty flawlessly.
I just
he's not taking a missile launcher to the head or something.
We still need the Trinity to show up in John Wick, so the Matrix main cast can be back together. Otherwise, who cares?
Donnie Yen is gonna be cool.
I like Donnie Yen. Don't get me wrong, but I know what I'm gonna get kicky punchy. Killing people with books or whatever. That's fine. I'm cool with that, but it's not my most anticipated because I know I'm not coming in going, oh, what's gonna happen in this one? It's like,
yeah, I
know what's gonna happen, unless he dies or something. Something that really
no, I doubt it.
Surprises me, but nothing's gonna surprise me about that movie. But I think there's also that sequel movie's probably coming out as well. That spin-off movie as well. So check that out. Mission Impossible. There's another Mission Impossible coming out.
I am excited for that. That'd probably be my number 2. My action movies that are always
Indiana Jones. What is supposed to be the final Fast and the Furious movie. Fast 10. Or Fast X.
It's supposed to be the final one.
That's supposed to be the final one.
Ooh.
Maybe more people will die. Jason Momoa is going to be in that one, apparently.
Yeah. Maybe more people will die in car crashes and then
live.
The next.
There was a rumor that Gal Gadot would come back in the movie, even though she like fell out of a plane or something.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, she fell out of a plane that was taking.
But possibly could live. Then.
They were like in a car or something, chasing the plane.
Well, if you could take a car into space, she can live falling out of a plane, I guess.
I think it would be awesome to have Gal Gadot back, but
yeah, well, she got nothing else to do. You got another Creed movie's coming out. The third Ant-Man's coming out. What else we got? Magic Mike. Come on. It's Magic Mike. Last Dance.
Another one?
Yeah.
This is the third?
Yep, third one. Magic Mike. It's called Magic Mike The Last Dance.
Cool. I have not seen any of them, but
Shazam 2. We got Mario. I'm excited for Mario. The trailers have been good.
I mean, Mario's going to be, and I don't think it's going to be a surprise, but I think this is going to be the best video game. It's going to make the most money. It's going to make more than the first Sonic.
Probably.
It's going to do the best. It's going to be the quote-unquote best adaptation.
Another Spider-Verse movie. The Flash, maybe. I don't know. We'll see about that.
I mean, the hype is kind of ruined for, that we know they're not going forward with everyone. So Shazam's pretty much, I don't know. I'll go see it, but, kind of loses its hype that now there won't be anymore,
Are you interested in a movie about a young Willy Wonka?
I think I have heard about this. No, not really. I guess there could be a movie there if it's like him creating the chocolate factory.
Yeah, it'd be probably like him finding the Oompa Loompas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff in the books about before he's actually in the chocolate factory and stuff. So, yeah.
I don't know. Is Johnny Depp doing it?
No. It's about a young Willy Wonka, idiot.
You know what? I want everyone.
I want a young Willy Wonka. Let's get the 50-year-old man in there.
Yeah, but they'll just youngify him.
Oh, God, no. That's garbage. He's not even the best Willy Wonka. I'd rather have a CGI Gene Wilder than a freaking young...
He's not even alive, right?
Yeah, just, CGI him, have a stand-in.
No.
I would rather have that than Johnny Depp.
Let them rest.
I agree. Peace. No, it's going to be Timothée Chalamet is going to be young Willy Wonka.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's not a joke.
That is real.
Okay.
Well, the guy who's directing, have you seen the Paddington films?
No. That's
the director
one
of
with the
those.
bear, right?
Yeah. Paddington Bear.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it. So
those are really good. Those are really good.
They
movies. Are. Yeah. Like, okay. I think the second one has like a super high rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Paddington 2. We are talking about Paddington 2 currently is sitting at 99% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I guess I'm not 1% who hasn't seen it.
99% of Rotten Tomatoes, 88% audience score. But I enjoyed both of those movies. I had watched them last year or this year sometime, and those were pretty good movies. That director is good. He can definitely do a nice little world. It looks really fun and bright and colorful. So I think that'll work well for Willy Wonka. So yeah, I think it's just called Wonka or something like that. So, but yeah, I'm definitely interested in those those movies. There's other horror movies and crap. I don't really care about any of that, but except for Scream, I'll probably see Scream, the next Scream, because Hayden Panettiere is going to come back, and I like her. So
I want to see the Megan thing. Well,
yeah, Megan. Yeah, Megan's coming out. That's right.
I already know it's gonna be super cringe, but I want super cringe.
That's coming out in like 2 weeks.
This. Yeah, we could. I don't know what we're gonna be reviewing in the next couple of weeks, but I'd be okay with reviewing that one.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe a mini review of Megan. We'll see. I don't know if it's gonna be like a big, long, length topic, but we'll see. That could be fun. The trailers are fun. Do you watch anything this week or recently?
Yes, I watched the Cyberpunk anime show on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
and it's like, super, super bloody.
Is Keanu in it?
No, he's not in it.
Don't care. Who cares? Who's in it? Anyone interesting?
No, it's nobody. I don't think anybody has any notable. It's an anime. They just. I guess I could see how you could think Keanu could be in it, but it has nobody from the games. It's more of just in the universe sort of thing.
Honestly, I don't even. If Keanu was in it, I don't even know if I'd give a crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you were gonna rate it, what, 5, 6?
I think I'd give it a 7. It wasn't. What it goes out to do, it wants to do this kind of super violent, kind of like stylized animation thing. And the stories actually gets me kind of interested at the beginning and then loses me at the end. I don't know, maybe a 6 or 7. The ending was not what I wanted, but you had to end it some way. It's definitely not like a season 2 sort of thing. If they do a season 2, it'll be different characters.
So it's good with at the end of the show, you say, "Wow, they had to end it some way." That is the mark of a good show. It had to have some kind of ending, so whatever,
Well, yeah, I don't want to spoil anything for those who are clamoring for this show.
Yeah, I think if anyone's clamoring for it, they would have saw it already.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's Cyberpunk show. You can go watch that, I guess. Anything else?
I started Wednesday.
Oh yeah, how's that?
You haven't seen any of it, right?
That's a big negative.
It's actually pretty good.
Okay.
I don't know. I thought it was going to be dumb, but the person they picked to play Wednesday is just, perfect for the role. And she's just super charismatic. And
yeah, I like her. She's in the most recent Scream movie. She's like the main girl who almost gets killed in the beginning. She's like, they almost recreate the scene from the first one. So it's pretty awesome. Yeah, she's good actress. So yeah, all right, cool. Well, that's a thumbs up from Andrew on however many episodes he's watched.
We've watched like 3, and I'd say we'll definitely be finishing it. I don't know. It's like kind of like a mystery sort of thing, but like Harry Potter, supernatural kind of stuff. You got like
Gotcha.
werewolves and I don't know. It's kind of silly, but it's still entertaining all at the same time. So,
Yeah. Did you watch anything else?
um, me and you watched Rush Hour 3 for some reason.
Well, what do you mean for some reason? Actually, watching it was funny because watching Rush Hour 3 again so many years later, right? I thought about it. It's actually not like people are like that third one's like just a massive drop from the first two. I actually liked it a little bit more watching it now because it actually is pretty funny. And the first two movies have some stuff that's like, ooh, that's kind of cringe when you like, it's like talking about, Chinese people and stuff like that. And this one, isn't so much,
I think the first two's action is just a lot better.
Yeah, I would say that this one is like not just stereotyping. Not all of it is just kind of cringe. This one, um,
I mean, they're kind of stereotyped, the French, and
yeah, but
it's still there.
I actually think it was better than I remember. So, we'll see. And, maybe the fourth one will be even better. Who knows? I watched, me and Dad watched The Commuter, which is a Liam Neeson movie.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that Liam Neeson movie where he's on a plane and he has to like find the person who's gonna blow up the plane or whatever?
I don't know if I've seen that one. I've seen the same premise, but on a train.
We watched the one on a plane. It's called Nonstop, where they're on a plane and he's getting texts or whatever. And
maybe I've seen it. They all blend together.
We watched that one. We did. Anyway, this is the same thing, but on a train. It's called The Commuter.
Okay, I've seen this one then.
Yeah,
I've seen the train one.
And
I think he's getting texts and stuff on this one too.
He's getting called from a lady he meets on the train, and he commutes on the train every day. And there's a lady there.
Okay, yeah,
and she tells him what to do or whatever.
Yeah, yes, I've seen this movie. Okay, continue.
Yes, I liked this movie. It was basically a mystery, like a murder mystery almost, but then no murder. Well, there's people do die, but it's not like a. And I thought it was good, but it is a lot of the stuff is telegraphed. This is there's nothing revolutionary here. It's all kind of paint by numbers, and I thought I pretty much knew who the bad guy was almost immediately from like the interactions. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, you think it's this, but it's a red herring. But I've seen enough mysteries and stuff like this where it kind of goes, oh, it's not this. It's actually the twist is that on that, there's seedy people. They're like, oh yeah, that guy's seedy, but he's actually the good guy, whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, I liked that movie. And I was like, man, I've seen the name of that director somewhere. He directed The One on the Plane, which is basically the same movie. He directed Jungle Cruise, and he directed Black Adam. So he started with Liam Neeson, and then he went to The Rock, and seems like The Rock likes him. So I just think that's funny that he like makes like a couple movies with one person, and then he moves on to make a couple movies that are very similar with the next person.
I'd be okay with some Rock movies that are in the same vein as like the plane and this train one. That'd be fun.
Next one should be a boat or something. This cruise liner's gonna explode if you don't blah blah do.
Yeah, there's just so many Liam Neesons that have that same kind of like Taken vibe.
I I think I've liked every movie that I've seen that director has done. So, you know, I'm okay with it. I didn't see Jungle Cruise, but I like there's 3 Liam Neeson movies that he did and then that one. So, the Black Adam, so,
Mhm.
not too bad in my opinion. I would probably give that probably a 6. It's a little bit better than average movie. I just think that would definitely be one of those movies that me and you would watch, and you would literally from the beginning be like, "It's that guy," and then the whole movie's ruined, and I can't. I'm gonna just be like, whatever.
Yeah,
You should just
there's not much I can do about
you should
that.
just write it on a piece of paper, and then you could be like, "Look at this piece of paper that I wrote earlier." I was right. I would just
really?
say that.
Maybe I'll try that.
Yeah, try that instead of ruining the whole movie for me. That'd be great. Because I really hate seeing a movie when somebody turns to me and goes, "Hey, that guy's the bad guy," and then he ends up being the bad guy, and I'm like, "Okay, great, good for you."
Well, those movies don't do a great job at hiding it. They do it.
Yeah. Well, like me and Dad tried Law and Order a little bit, the revamped series of the original, what's it called, original recipe Law and Order, and Dad was be like, "See, I called it at the end," even though there's only like 3 people that they show that could possibly subsex, and he would just be like, "Ah, it could be that guy. Ah, it could be this person. Ah, it could be that lady," and then at the end, it was that person. He's like, "See, told you." It's like, well, there's only a few options, so
it's usually whoever they talk to first, and they're like, "Oh, I loved him," or something like that.
yeah,
And
that's true. Yeah,
it's always the first person.
why would I do that? I was married to them, and then it's like, oh yeah, you wanted whatever.
Yeah, then you gotta uncover it.
Yeah,
yeah.
But then again, that's only at like a 45-minute show. So, and then you have to have the order part, which is the courtroom stuff. So, it's a quick mystery. It's not, it's like a 20-minute mystery. So, yeah.
That's how Lucifer was. It was always like the first person they talked to, and then they make jokes about it.
Yeah,
in later seasons where they're
true.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Who doesn't like a good procedural? Yeah. So I like these good mysteries, and the topic that we have today is also a good mystery. So, and I could not pick out what happened in this. There was lots of twists, so that's good. I couldn't be like, "That's this person."
Oh no, I had called it.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, what's our topic today?
Glass Onion.
Knives Out Mystery. That's what it's called. So what was your overall thoughts of this movie?
This movie was pretty good. I'm not sure where to start on it, but the main guy, who I'm always blanking on their name,
Daniel Craig, or the character?
Yeah, Daniel Craig. The character's name I'm blanking on.
Benoit Blanc.
Detective. Yes, he's
BB.
Very funny. Kind of feels like he's almost like a little out of place in the specific one.
I think that was by
it's
design.
Intentional. It's intentional, yeah. And it's just very funny. This was a very funny movie. I mean, I guess it's like a mystery movie, but I almost felt like it was more of just a plain comedy than.
Well, I thought the first one had a lot of really good comedic moments, and I think he's going for like a tongue-in-cheek sort of play on the murder mystery, but also being a murder mystery at the same time. It's like just a modern murder mystery, and I thought it was good. Well, first of all, I like this one more because of the location is fun. It's a Bond villain island lair thing, literally with the guy who played James Bond, which is funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There was lots of good stuff. The cast was good. Lots of good character actors that I like. You got your Catherine Hahns. You got your, Batista. I will never call him Dave Batista. He's Batista forever for me. Janelle Monáe, Leslie Odom Jr. Good cast. Lots. Edward Norton, Kate Hudson. Get lots of good, fun characters. Even though pretty much every character, other than a select few, are unlikable. They're like not good people or nice people, but they're still fun to watch and see what happens with them. So that was cool. There was a couple twists I wasn't expecting, but it's one of those ones where I had fun just the whole along the way. Lots of good fun cameos dropped in there.
A lot of cameos.
I don't even know if you knew who some of the cameos were.
Yeah, some of them definitely just went over my head.
Cameos, allusions, little nods and whatnot. And the title makes sense. I get what they're going with. It's has a lot of layers, but it's also transparent. You can see right through it. That's what they're going for. But and also the island is literally has a glass onion on the top of it, so it works in different ways. So any overall thoughts before we get into spoilers and whatnot?
No, it's difficult to talk about the movie without spoiling anything.
Who is your favorite actor in it, like character in it?
That wasn't
the
Daniel
main guy.
Craig.
Yeah, unless he was your favorite.
I mean, he was my favorite. If I had to pick someone who's probably not going to be in like a third one of these,
right?
Probably she's, how do I explain it without spoiling anything? She's not one of she's the outcast person who
Janelle Monáe's character.
Yeah.
No,
I would say she's my second favorite, I guess.
Yeah, I agree on that. She has a good. Everybody seems to be having a good time playing the roles that they have. No one seems really like shortchanged at all. So that's what's cool, and they actually get to do things, and they're in.
Yeah, everyone gets a lot of screen time too.
Well, the thing
maybe
the
two of them.
Yeah, the location's dynamic. There's like pools and different rooms that look interesting, and there's one scene. There's like a blackout, and that was really fun. And you see like different scenes from different people's perspectives, so you can like see what's going on, and that was really fun. All that stuff. I've always liked stuff like that in movies where you kind of like get all the little details. Is fun. So that was cool. All right, so we can get into spoilers here because there's not a lot more that you can say without getting spoilery. So
spoilers may now begin.
So let me see. Let's just go through. I think we should just go through some cameos here. So first cameo is probably, so he's playing Among Us with four people. Do Do you even know who? Do you know who any of those people are?
No.
You didn't know who any of those people were.
I might have, but I don't remember at this point.
Okay, so one of them is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, legendary basketball player.
Know. That one I did know. It was so quick I don't remember who else it was.
Yeah, one is Natasha Lyonne. She had a Netflix show called Russian Doll. That might have been a mystery show. I can't remember. What's interesting, these other three are like legendary, and then she's there too, and I would not call her legendary. I think she was like an American Pie. But so the other two is Angela Lansbury, who just passed away recently, who was Mrs. Potts in Beauty and the Beast and did a lot of roles on Broadway. But she was famous for a show called Murder, She Wrote, where she was a writer, a murder mystery writer, I think, and she was a detective as well. So I think that was why Angela Lansbury was one of them. And then the last one is Stephen Sondheim, who is a prolific playwright and composer who did musicals that I love and musicals that you love. He wrote Sweeney Todd. He wrote Into the Woods, stuff like that. So those are the four. He also passed away last year as well. So it would actually be their last roles in anything. Those two. So that made me kind of sad. Because I'm like, wow, that's kind of sad. You won't ever be able to have those all four of those people. You know, you can't do this again in another movie because that would be fun. But whatever.
Yeah, I did not know those two. So
yeah. So and then right after that scene, you actually see that he is married to a guy, and it's played by Hugh Grant. Who plays his husband. I love how Hugh Grant is having this career resurgence, doing stuff.
It does kind of seem just like kind of out of nowhere too.
Yeah, he's actually in Paddington 2. He's the bad guy in that. That kind of made him come back. And he's in that some Guy Ritchie movies recently. But yeah, I would like to see them actually again, like as in a scene together instead of just like, oh yeah, look at this cameo of this guy. Because I like Hugh Grant, but we'll see. You have Ethan Hawke there for some reason. He's the one that shoots
That was by far the most random scene of all the scenes in this movie, was the whole COVID thing.
Yeah, well, I think they wanted to show that COVID was still a thing, and it was filmed during that time, so that's why
it must have.
They had it. But all these people didn't even care. They weren't wearing masks at all, really. Like the Kate Hudson's character is literally wearing a mask that is just like a net. It's not even an actual mask. And when you see her at first, she's actually having a huge party. And she's like, oh, that's fine. They're all in my bubble. And it's like, even though it's clearly not real. But it's all these people are vapid and stupid and, just care about whatever, having a good time, having a lot of money, whatnot. But yeah, Ethan Hawke just shoots this mystery air or whatever. And then they're like, yeah, you're good. No problem.
Yeah. So weird.
Yeah.
I almost feel like it should have just cut that, but I get it.
I think they're just showing that, people with money and stuff like that do whatever they want.
Do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's all like actual in-person cameos, right?
Probably, yeah, because once they get to the island, they're pretty much...
they talk about Jared Leto, his kombucha, and Jeremy Renner, hot sauce.
But they're not in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun stuff. You'd be like, yeah, I'm sure Jared Leto's alcoholic kombucha is probably makes you pretty wacky there, I'm sure. I don't know, and also that hot sauce actually comes back because of the twist. So that was all the cameos. I like a good cameo, and there was a whole bunch of them. There might have been more, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's not a big deal. I also liked that there was just a guy who was on the island who literally never factored into the plot. He even goes like, I'm just here. No, don't mind me. And
well, I believe that was the guy who created, because he didn't come up with any of the ideas, right? Because we're getting into the spoiler of the whole film here, but I mean, it was Edward Norton the whole time, and he's not actually a smart guy. That guy was the guy who came up with all of his inventions and whatnot.
What? Nope, that never was a thing.
I'm pretty sure that's like what is implied, is that that's why that guy's there.
I think so. He said something else, like he was on a timeshare or something. I can't remember what he said.
I'm pretty sure he's the guy who's working on the whole gas energy thing, whatever the crystal thing is, or whatever. There had to be a purpose for him.
No, right? I think it's just a joke that he's really has nothing to do with anything. He's just there. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think so. I could be wrong.
All right.
I could be wrong on it.
Whether or not, it doesn't really matter. It's never going to come up again. It's not like it's going to come up in a sequel or something, but yeah, I thought that was a funny joke, where he's just like, sheesh, what's going on here? And that one time he just stops, Benoit Blanc just stops in with him. I don't know if they're smoking or something or drinking or something. They're like just hanging out. I don't know. That's pretty, I like stuff like that. That's funny to me. Right. So you brought it up, Edward Norton. So the point of it is they all come invited to the island for his little soiree or whatever that he does every year. And this year it's going to be a murder mystery party. And whoever figures it out,
gets an iPad.
Well, he didn't actually have a gift or a prize for them. He's just like, do I get an iPad or something? He's like, yeah, whatever. We'll get you an iPad. Which is funny. iPads are, but they all have money. They wouldn't even matter if they had an iPad or not. But, and of course, Blanc was not invited, but, he knew that he was too stupid to even care about, how he got one of those invite puzzle boxes or whatever. So he could sneak in there. And he immediately figures out his murder mystery immediately.
Oh yeah, in like 3 seconds.
2 seconds, yeah. But which was funny. And he even has a little like blood squib that goes like,
Yeah.
It's pretty hilarious. But that was good. And so it was set up with Janelle Monáe's character, Helen, I think is her name. Or Helen, I don't know. Anyway, she has a twin sister.
That's like the first twist of the movie.
This is like that's the biggest. Dead. That's the biggest twist of the movie. That changes the whole way you look at everything.
Yeah, it's like, and the twist happens like probably halfway through the movie.
Yeah. Did you like that twist?
I think it worked. Did I like it? I don't know. I thought she did a good job playing both characters.
Yeah. Well, I think she's really good. Like, that's another person, like I said with Adam Driver earlier, that I think I've liked her and everything. Whether I like the movie that they're in or not is a different thing, but I always like her. I think she's a really charismatic and like likable actress that you like her and you want to like root for her.
And you think Adam Driver's that kind of person?
I think Adam Driver's charismatic and likable.
Meh.
Okay, other than Star Wars, what have you seen him in?
That's it.
There you go. That's your problem right there.
Well, if this person's likable in everything, but he's not likable in Star Wars.
I'm not saying he's not likable in Star Wars, because at the end of those 3 movies, my favorite character was his character, and I think it's because he's playing him.
I'm not gonna dive down that rabbit hole.
We don't have to, but you should watch something else with him in it before you pass your judgment, because Star Wars is not.
Well, all the movies he's been in, other than Star Wars, I've just not been interested in.
All right, well, whatever. But I will not throw him out as an actor because you didn't like Star Wars. Anyway, back to this movie, and that character played by her. She did a good job playing both. Complete with her own bad Southern accent, just like Daniel Craig. The twist of that, I thought that twist was fine. I think he did just like the first movie, where the twist is that he didn't actually get murdered. The main guy doesn't get murdered. Oh, spoiler alert for Knives Out, but if you've seen the sequel, shouldn't you watch the first one? That he just, he kills himself for no reason or whatever. So
yeah, even in this one, yes, the first lady, who's the twin sister, does die, and then they take the twin sister, and then she gets shot, but doesn't die.
Yeah,
they literally do it twice in the movie. I don't know.
Well, I think, there's a lot of twists to it, which I liked. I thought, I like being challenged. Like, you guess, you have to, he keeps you guessing the whole time. I would not have picked out that it was Edward Norton from the beginning, because I thought Edward Norton was going to die before the movie came out.
You said that from the trailers, yeah.
So,
but I turned over to Laura like right at the beginning. I was like, it's Edward Norton.
Okay, well, I don't know how you would know that without knowing that Edward Norton wasn't going to die. So I don't know how you could say it from the beginning, but whatever. And to my surprise, that it was Batista was the one that died, which made me sad because I actually like Batista. So of course he's the one that dies.
Bro, knowing Batista's characters in movies as a track record, you knew he had to die. He's died in almost every movie he's been in, unless he's like the lead role. Whenever he's like a minor character.
He didn't die in Dune.
But he was barely in it. He was in it for like,
yeah, but he didn't die. He can come back later, so he's not dead.
He's going to come back later, and he's probably going to
die. Yeah, probably. Well, whatever. He didn't die in the first one, so breaks your streak. Anyway, and it's also funny that he's also in this movie with the guy who played James Bond, and he was also a Bond henchman guy that that Daniel Craig kills.
Was he?
Yeah, he was Inspector. They fight on a train, and he kicks him out the train.
Sorry, I get so lost in those movies.
Anyway, but I just think it's funny they have a lot of these people. Yeah, and what did you think about Batista's character? Because I thought that character was pretty funny, where he's like selling, like the protein powder, like a G Fuel or whatever. And
he's probably the most outrageous of them all.
Yeah, with his gun. He keeps his gun right next to his penis. In his little Speedo or whatever.
Yeah. They're all meant to be far out there and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know. The rest of them, other than Edward Norton and the detective and what's her head? I'm blanking on her name. The rest are honestly not very interesting to me.
You didn't like Kate Hudson's character? She's like dumb.
That probably would have been like my fourth, but no, the whole like how she's like, I didn't know a sweatshop was a sweatshop or whatever. Like that kind of
she
dumb.
she thought a sweatshop was where they make sweatpants.
Yeah. Great. Sounds perfect.
And her assistant's like, "You are so stupid."
Yep.
I liked the assistant. I liked Batista's girlfriend. Her name was Whiskey in the movie. I thought she was kind of funny. And she's kind of like, I'm just kind of along for the ride. I don't want anything. I just, want to be young and whatever. I don't know. I thought somebody that was like not part of the friend group or whatever, they were just kind of along for the ride. A couple characters like that was kind of fun. Yeah. So Edward Norton kills Batista because he knows that the twin sister is killed. He gets a Google alert on his phone.
Yes.
So he kills him, and apparently in the movie, you see him give him the wrong glass that has pineapple juice in it that he's allergic to and kills Batista's character.
Yeah.
Did you notice it? I didn't.
I didn't notice it at the moment it happened. No.
But they show you it. That's really good that you're that engaged that you don't even notice that someone literally gave someone the wrong glass.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. I didn't see that. And it's also funny that, a big man like that, the way he goes down is that, he drinks some pineapple juice and he's dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It goes back. Leslie Odom Jr. is just kind of there. He's like a scientist. I can't even remember why he was even indebted to him. Just that he works at the company he works at, I guess.
Most of them just needed his money.
Yeah.
He probably needed his money to fund his little science projects or whatever it was.
Yeah. So lots of people think that Edward Norton's character is just Elon Musk, where he's just an eccentric guy that kind of funds actually good projects here and there. And that's
I could see that.
Why he's rich.
Yeah, people think that.
Yeah. And he's kind of an idiot. I like a good, random insult, calling someone a buffoon and stuff like that. I liked that when Blanc, Daniel Craig's character, figures it out that.
Oh yeah, that was really funny.
Not only is he a moron, and not only is he a moron, he doesn't have an original idea, and not only does he not have an original idea, he steals an idea from him. Yeah. That's good stuff. That's good writing. And Ryan Johnson definitely deserves credit for doing another good writing movie and directed it well.
I mean, I don't know if it was good writing. It was kind of convenient writing.
I think it was good writing. Whatever you say.
I mean, like I said, I saw that Edward Norton was the bad guy from the beginning. So, however they were going to tie it up, it didn't really matter to me.
Whatever. Catherine Hahn's in it, doing her Catherine Hahn thing, just kind of, just doing her observing, basically. I feel like there's a lot of characters in it, and when I watched it, I liked them more. But when I because we saw this movie in theaters when it came out a couple weeks ago, a month ago now.
Yeah.
But a lot of stuff still sticks with me pretty well, and I think this was an enjoyable movie. This is probably in my top 10 of the year for movies.
Top 10? Yeah, I guess.
But
I don't
things
think it'll crack my top 5.
But things kind of have gone away from me. But also, kind of the first one is the same thing. There's a lot of characters and things have gone away from me, but I still really enjoyed that movie. These rich people are flippant or whatever, and he has the Mona Lisa, and he's just has it displayed on loan because he can.
He had a bunch of stuff on display, but yeah,
right, exactly.
Like the most prestigious one.
Yeah, and his new fuel was actually horrible and extremely dangerous. That would literally blow up houses that if I was actually used.
Yes, and anyone in the house will be completely fine if it blows up, though.
Yeah, that was weird.
Literally, no one got injured at all, but the whole house blew up. Fire everywhere, but where they were.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
I don't. Just the greatest writing chops that ever existed.
Never. Okay, first of all, definitely never said that. I love that you completely exaggerate what I said. But whatever. Gonna be Mr. Contrarian Man.
There's plenty of goofy things like that, and the whole that lady getting shot, but something saved her or whatever.
Oh, that's a thing that's in a bunch of things. You can't even say like, oh gosh, that's
Yeah, it's an overused bad movie trope. That doesn't mean
there's good
it's
movies.
Okay.
First of all, there's good movies that's used in, so I wouldn't say that's a bad movie trope.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any like blaring things that really turned me off from this movie. Did you think that it was as good as the first one?
Honestly, I think it was about the same for me.
Yeah, I would say the same. I think I like the first one a little bit more, and I also think the first group, like first cast, had more like star power to it. I think this one has a little bit more smaller people, probably because
I thought the mystery was better in the first one as well. I'd say it took me like 2 minutes longer before I figured it out. So
I don't think that's true. I think you're saying this now in hindsight, but I don't think it was that. Yeah, you were like, I knew it from the beginning that she was a twin and that Batista had seen them running away.
Thing.
Yeah,
not the twin thing.
Okay,
I'm saying I knew the twist. That all I knew was Edward Norton was the main villain. I'm not saying I knew all of these dumb plots that really didn't even matter that much.
I think you could have hinged from the trailer that Edward Norton wasn't a good guy, but I think anybody can glean that. I don't think that's like, I'm a master, I know this stuff. But whatever.
No, I'm a master.
Okay, whatever. So I would say that this was a pretty good movie. Definitely recommend it. I would definitely check it out. You can only check it out on Netflix, so watch it on Netflix. It came on this weekend. So go.
I think this would be a great Netflix movie. Definitely something to get a Netflix subscription for. And if you already have it, that's just a plus. There's lots of good stuff on Netflix.
This is is this a free trial? Is this a free trial period movie? You should get a Netflix subscription for it. So
yeah, if you're gonna watch some other stuff too, I'd say it's worth it. I don't think you should just get it just for a 2-hour movie. I'd say watch a show.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do a subscription, because you could just rent the movie. I'm sure.
yeah, I'm sure you can. I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, that was a good movie. I would give it an 8. That's my rating.
Yeah, it was definitely entertaining. I could see an 8. I'm probably gonna give it a 7. I'd probably give the first one an 8. But I could see someone giving the first one a 7. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a 7.
Yeah, maybe it's just because I'm kind of biased. I like mysteries and I like murder mysteries, so yeah, I could see people not liking it as much, but totally.
Well, I could see people liking it less than a 7. So I mean,
yeah. Well, I think if you like this kind of, I think it's kind of quick dialogue, kind of chatty dialogue. It's more small talky, just talks between people, but that's I'm cool with that.
Oh, and if most of the stuff goes over your head and you don't understand any of these jokes that they're making and whatnot, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah, what did you think of everyone had their little outfits, Daniel Craig with his 30s bathing suit, full little resort wear stuff. I don't know. I thought that was pretty like everyone was very poppy, like their characterization was super defined, which I liked.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that.
I think I prefer the island beachy location. It was kind of more fun than just like some like a winter estate, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like the first one's literally like Clue, like it was, with the candlestick.
Yeah,
who could it be?
Just in a house. Yeah.
Okay, it's like a 1-for-1.
Yeah. So that's true. I don't know. Good movies. I'll definitely watch another one. Like Rian Johnson. I'm glad he's making good movies.
Oh, if only he had started earlier.
I liked his first one too. The first one that I saw, which was Star Wars. So,
oh boy. Okay.
Whether or not you're great, I don't care. Good movie.
I will be salty on that till the end of time.
Oh well. So. Well, you have other stuff to watch, Andor, whatever. So, yep. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that was everything we had to say on that. Hope everybody had a nice Christmas. Hope everybody has a good New Year, and we'll see you next year.
All right. See you later.
See you later.